Spartans. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but
the expressway is wide open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Grant Hill, John Starks.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, he keeps asking me, bro. He keep asking me, bro. Yeah, bro, listen. He don't have... Eddie Jones is the only
that
thing
kind
that
of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short.
When it got me to train, he sent me... It was John
Starks, keep it on the ground.
Eddie Jones.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Open runway ahead. The tag. Touchdown, Smarty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Tigers in the hurry-up. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating, like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Knapp. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. And you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
2nd and 10 after the previous play.
I would made the ball go like back towards the quarterback because
quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
I'm going to move my game upstairs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a spot in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Looking to move it through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Able to get one down to the 15.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
3:25.
On the ground, it's Rich. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Spartans want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Past the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now on 1st down from the 40.
Such a bad pass.
He wants to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the 2nd half. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's high. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Not to the box. Not to the box.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
On second down, looking again to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
I didn't see you do it there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And from this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a breaker.
Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Did y'all eat this morning?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man. Going nuts, a big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
tackled after picking up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
All right.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you get a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress the sideline, get some oxygen. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They feed him again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh.
Yeah. Oh, so it took him longer. Well, he just be talking, but he said my food came because the lady took too long because the trees are not down. Yeah, how about y'all go downstairs and get up off my face? He is a he'll be hungry for no reason.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Y'all been working on this since this morning.
Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start.
I'm peaceful down today. Touchdown, Sparty! They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
You know you can't stop the running back. You ain't good nothing.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose.
On downfield.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here.
Hey, are the Knicks about to win it all this year?
Knicks win it all.
He'll try the left side.
Me? You talking to me?
At the 35,
Yeah.
he's open. He's off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to Gator. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
41. I said 41.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
I don't think the Patriots can do what they want to do.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Didn't they beat New York last
Doing
year?
what he
No,
does
my
best. He can move. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is
Mateo.
hanging in there. You can tell. Hanging in there.
Or
He knows he's gonna
or
get
that.
If I'm going to get hit, I might as well
Or
make
that.
a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back
They
doing
move
what
every
it takes to
postseason.
make sure he got that first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, no, he's talking about the second round last year, though. The second
And that
round was
one's
close to the
incomplete.
league.
We're taking a shot there. We couldn't hook up.
The offense has got to find something here. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Both teams pass. But whoever win that series, I don't think they're going to come in that big. Like, ready.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
It is a tough
Into
series.
double
They
coverage,
play
and it's
today?
intercepted. Taking it the
Joker
other way.
guy.
At the 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
That's 2
A
words
lot of
before.
quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can put the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive
What time
play
to start,
right
like
here? Making an
2:30?
unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
I need a nap. Anything.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Yeah.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Spartans racing to the line in a hurry up.
No, nobody care about y'all 37
nice
and up lead.
And they make the tackle, but he has
37
on the first down.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Oh, that nigga gonna tear ACL and can't make no money.
Trying to create some confusion.
27, you
They'll throw it on first down.
I'll be fucking them young niggas up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They're too fast. I'll be fouling and shit.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. Third down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
For $1 million in one game. Every time I watch that nigga,
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the
25
offense.
yards, 25 yards.
It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
It's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Take what I'm saying. They might be fortunate. It wasn't knock free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah. I'm
From
just
the gun,
telling you
wants to
some shit
pass.
I would try.
Firing to the right, complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into cover. They do, and they stamp this game.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
What's to y'all, man? I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to put my foot down. I ain't folding no fucking clothes. I refuse.
He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long.
I don't be open.
And the defense is
JJ, that's a fuck up. You can play every 2 seconds.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I should be complaining. Y'all should be congratulating me for how calm I keep it. Because I can blow
they
up.
already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm the only one y'all know with kids that it's insane.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
These are dirty.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure coming.
No, I think that there's level to kids.
Running with power. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down.
Curious, they learning.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show
is that your Kobe fault or is that JJ fault for putting in a place that
that's essentially what we saw in this game.
Because I looked at it like the JJ fault.
Everything seemed to work. Throwing the football.
Exactly. Now you deflated. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take accountability.
This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So
and then why is it open?
In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
It's in a bag or something?
Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you throw it down, the top like cracked, and then it's still there.
Oh, the top cracked.
Oh, I'm about to say that nigga's ready for a million for real.